Hi guys. Okay, I have tried to film this now for like 10 minutes, but it's super awkward talking to myself, and I keep noticing that I do this every time. I'm like, hey guys, like soldier. Anyways, I'm so awkward, and this is very weird and still very new. I've made like 3 videos and I'm expecting to be a pro, and I know I'm not at all. So anyways, today I wanted to do a tutorial on again on hair extensions, just like styling them. So I know I did one earlier about how to put them in, the long ones, the 22-inch ones, and how I put like 2 packs in, a ton in. Now I want to show you guys how, if you want to curl them and make them look just like wavy and pretty, how to do that. And I know probably a lot of people already know how, but this is for people who always are asking me like, how do you do those loose, you know, just loose flowy curls? And so let's get started. Trying to decide which extensions I want to use. So the longer ones that I did in the tutorial where I like stacked them in and did a ton of them, I could do those. Yeah, I'll do those. Deciding as I go. Probably should have had a plan. Anyways, so we're gonna start by just going ahead and putting them in like I showed you guys. And I'm doing again 2 clips on the bottom. I think yesterday, I think when I did the other video, I did just 3 on the bottom, but I think I told you guys in the last video too, I tend to just kind of switch it up and play with these, and I don't have like a specific way that I do them every single time. I just kind of go as I feel. So I'm layering in a brunette one and a blonde. And like I said, if you watched my other tutorial, you'll see how I do this. So anyways, this is, oh, hair tie. Okay, so I put those 2 in, and the trick for me at least with getting a good even curl, now look how janky that looks, my hair. I round brush my own hair just every day after I shower. I know that's probably excessive for most of you, but it's just in my habit, in my routine. I shower, and I'm not saying every day, but when I get a chance to dry my hair, if I'm gonna dry my hair, I round brush it. So, and usually I time it in between, you know, when my kids are at school and stuff. Okay, so let's start with this. First of all, let me tell you what I'm doing. I use the Babyliss. This is my old trusty old guy. He's my best friend. I literally have had him since I went to hair school. My son's coming, 1 second. Hi guys. My kids just came running in from outside. Oh, careful, you're gonna knock, oh. Okay, careful, please. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, well my kids are jumping in, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do the bottom portion. I might have to come back later and finish. Yeah, you wanna say hi to everybody? Oh, you are a mess. Okay, so this is the Babyliss. It's a 1 1/4. I'll say this. Careful, buddy. Go under the cords, under the cords, under the cords. I might have to edit this part. Oh, Lord. Mom life. So, this is a 1 1/4 inch, and the reason I like it is because the 1 1/2 sometimes won't give enough curl, so you'll end up having like kind of just, it'll be loose, almost like, to me, a little too loose. So I use 1, and then the 1 inch is a little too small, like it'll be a little too curly. So the 1 1/4 is like the perfect one. And I know a lot of people do the wrap, where they wrap, you know, the rod curls. I do where I start at the root, and this is kind of like an old school hair. I think they taught us this in hair school with the Marcel. And I start at the root, and I just kind of go like parallel to the head, like this. Parallel, is that the right? I go the same this way, just this way. And then I just kind of go, and as I go down, I kind of hold the end like this. And sometimes I curl the end and sometimes I don't. Like, it depends on the look you want. So like today I'm gonna curl it just cause. But and a lot of people will like take a pin and, you know, pin that curl up. Not me. I'm just not into the, that's a lot more work than I'm willing to do. Sorry, let me readjust my camera here. I'm telling you, the struggle of doing this is real. Shrug. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. Okay, back at it. So now, I did that one. And I do, if you're noticing, I section it in the back, part it down the middle, pull it to the front, and then I go away, like I always turn this little part, the clamp, where it's like away from my face. So like when I do this side, I'll go this way, like away, like the curve part is away, if that makes sense. Oh man, I'm not the best at explaining this. So then, again, go, and you just kind of go down. You're warming up that hair, and then you're basically directing it and telling it what to do. So it's just you keep going down, and you let go of that little half curl. Go down, turn again. This is a technique, again, I told you guys, but they teach you this in hair school. And I don't know if it still is like this, but you have to do it with a Marcel. And Marcel irons don't have a clamp that like goes, anyways, you guys don't care. I don't know why I'm playing on this. Anyways, okay, this side. So now I'm gonna do the same thing. Go back and kind of go down. And what this is doing is, because I'm going the same direction with the curl, it's gonna make, oop, that happens. It's gonna make all the curls go the same direction. So like all these, they're kind of all gonna go like a wave almost down the hair. And if you, like I said, if you want that look where the ends are kind of straighter, these extensions are super long, so I don't always love when the ends are straight because it looks kind of crazy. But yeah, so again, going back, and I'm bringing in my hair just with it, and sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. It kind of depends. Like if you have super blunt, like a blunt ends, I have nice nappy frayed, like crappy, just terrible ends, but I like it. It's perfect because for extensions, I actually hate when it's blunt because like I love a blunt cut, but when I put my extensions in, it's awful. So I'm like, it's like this constant struggle of, do I really want to cut my hair? Because then I know blending my extensions will not happen. So then I'm like, nope, we'll just leave them ratty. And then it kind of makes me forced to wear extensions because my ends get so gross and I can't just like leave my hair normal. So like the easy way would just be cut my hair, wear my natural hair, and just go the way God gave me. But because I'm me, I like to be a little extra, and my tendency to be lazy now with kids as a mom, it's nice when I like just make myself leave it ratty, because then I'm like, okay, I have to wear extensions because otherwise my hair looks like disgusting and I look bald. Not really, but okay. So now, oh, see, I'm talking, so I'm not paying attention. So see, I just tried to do this one. It was way too big. 4 clips. My head down there is not that wide. So go back, find my 3 one, 3, and go ahead and put this one in. And I could probably stop this here. And I'm gonna keep doing what I just did, and then I'll catch you guys back up in a minute. So this video isn't an hour long. Oh, can't get it to hold. Okay, so I've gone up my hair a little bit higher now, and I've only done like 2 because I haven't gotten anything done. But anyways, and I comb as I go because, let's see if I can stand a little bit so you can kind of see. I don't love, like I curled these 2 and then I kind of combed out the underneath, which I know I probably combed out a lot of the curl, but I like it to have different textures. So like I'll comb some pieces and then I'll just leave some and just use my fingers on some. But you want to let that heat fully, my kids think it's really funny right now that they're coming in and like they think they're scaring me. I see you guys. Hi. Oh, they are so scary. So I kind of like to leave it like, I'll curl it, let that heat, you want it to totally cool, otherwise they really will come out completely. And the longer your hair is, the heavier it is, the finer it is, the harder it is to get it to hold that curl, which is why I think a lot of people do that pinning technique where they curl it and then pin it. And I'm sorry for the chaotic, I probably should have waited to do this. Here we go again with the curling. And because I put a ton of these extensions in, these are probably the wrong ones to show you guys the tutorial with because they take forever. Oh, is Daddy home? So see like how I curled my hair with it to kind of help it blend. But yeah, you don't, sometimes I'll leave my hair a little bit, depending on your texture of hair too, you might have to, like if you have naturally curly hair, you'll definitely have to round brush out your hair before you do this, which is kind of a pain. Or just forgo the extensions altogether and you can still do this curling technique. It's just a good technique to have in your mind, I don't know, in your ability to, I'm terrible at this, you guys. You know what I'm trying to say. It's good to know how to do this, learn how to do this technique, because it's such an easy, like I could honestly do this probably with my eyes closed. Maybe I couldn't, let me see, I say that. I used to do this though, like same style for like when I did proms and the same type of curl because it was just a good go-to. Good wave, and you can use it with any, I like the 1 1/4 inch like I said, but you can really use any rod. You can use, or any curling iron. You can use like a 2 inch or a 1 1/2 or a 1 inch, 3/4 inch. This is just my personal favorite. And again, the longer and heavier and finer your hair is, like if it doesn't hold curl well, the longer I would let it kind of like hold it like this and let it. And the more you want, the more curl you want to see. Obviously, if you want it curlier, you need to let it get hotter. And I'm kind of going to go with the looser look. These will naturally fall anyways, so even if they're a little tighter than I want them to be, they're gonna fall. And then as soon as I take a brush to them, like if they're a little too tight, I'll take a brush to them and they'll fall. So, but I want to let it cool first, so that at least it has that pattern. Okay, keep going. I'm gonna pause it again until I get back to it. All right. So now I've moved up my head a good bit. You can see how I obviously just layered a darker piece in. So that's how it's looking so far. And my underneath is a little bit straighter because I brushed it. So I'm kind of testing how it looks if I brush it as I go, which I think I like it better letting the curls totally cool, which I should have done that. Whatever. Okay, so here we go. I'm doing next sections. And if you guys like seeing like more styling videos of hair, or if you'd rather see more makeup, let me know in the comments like what your preference is on stuff, or if you have questions about something and you want me to like show you or details or whatever, just let me know. I'm just getting started in this, and so I'm trying to do like what I know people have asked me for, and that's just basic stuff, like, well, not basic to me, curling and how to put extensions in. So, but if you have any other type of hair questions, like, feel free to ask. This was what I loved to do for so long, and then I became a mom and put that part of my life on hold for a little while, and I've been momming hardcore for 4 years. And I love doing that, but this is obviously this was like my passion, if you want to call it that or whatever. So I love hair. And I know the industry's already changed in just 4 years so much, and I try to keep up as much as I can, just because I love it. Right? So, crazy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and curl all this now. Sorry, I probably should have had a clip clips probably make it easier, to section it. But my kids, again, kids, they go in your stuff and they think it's all so cool and fun, and then you come out going, what happened to all my stuff? Where are my clips? And then I'll probably move my couch when we go to move and find a million clips or bobby pins. And I wish I could blame my kids for that, but I'm pretty sure that's me. I lose them like it's my job. So I just curled my hair with that really skinny piece, which I probably could have done a thicker piece because it looks a little weird, but it'll blend. I didn't say stinky. I said skinny. My 4-year-old's really into, like, I feel like I'm talking too low. My 4-year-old's really into stinky and bud and booty, and trying to discourage all that because he got in trouble at school recently because he was calling a kid stinky pants all day, and he found it hysterical. The teacher was not amused. We're trying really hard. Parenting is, whew, there is no handbook on it, and it is a guessing game the entire time. Like, I feel like, I don't know, you gain a whole new respect for your parents when you become one. It's like, how? What do you even say when they come up? They say things to you, and it's like, okay, I know I've gotten off topic. So I'm still doing and going and, you know, pulling pieces of my own hair down, putting the extensions in, and curling as I go. It's just kind of, to me, the easiest technique because I use so much hair. I feel like if I put the extensions in first and then went back to curl, it would be harder to section because you're pulling all these extensions up and it's like loosening those clips. So it's just harder. I mean, I'm sure some people do it that way. It's just not I feel like I have more control if I section and go as I section rather than to try to clip it all once it's already in. You guys let me know if this is making sense to you. Okay, so see, that's that. And again, when I put all the extensions in, as I go, I pull it in the middle and kind of pull it forward so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna do this side again, and I'll come back to you guys. All right. Almost done. So now I'm going to the top part of my head, and depending on how much curl, sometimes I like when it's a little bit just, you know, we're doing it looser so it's softer. I'm gonna put the side pieces in real quick, and then I'll show you. I kind of start like midway down the hair and curl. Put the brown ones in. And if you feel like it's not holding in your hair well enough when you put your extensions in, you can always go through right in this section, and I'll just show you a little demo real quick. And you can have my paddle brush, use a comb, it's probably easier. And you can just tease it, back comb right on the, like this way, and then it'll give it something to grab onto, if that makes sense. So like you can put like that, and it'll grip a little bit better. If you feel like they're just too loose, you know, and you want it to feel secure. Like that's what I would do. Like if I were doing a client's hair at the salon, I would do the whole head like that. I'd go through each section and tease a little bit at the root if I was doing clip-ins. And then kind of, and this style actually does look better if I have my hair to this side, I feel like, but I already blew it dry to the middle, so we're just gonna work with it. Because you can always go back. I feel like it got dark. Whoa. You can always go back and repart your hair after you put all your curl in. Okay, do my last two blondes. And again, if you want to see how I'll just show you just for the sake of showing you. When you're teasing that section, if you want to tease it, always go underneath. And you want it teased underneath, so when it lays back over, it kind of just holds that, or it doesn't show like the mess you created with the tease, if that makes any sense. So then you lock it in. I just did that to show you guys I don't ever tease it, literally never tease it. At least when I put the extensions in. Now I tease my hair in the back for volume and stuff, and I can show you that too. Also, you don't ever want to go too high, because see how I can see my little track? So, to readjust. It's just like playing around. Again, I'm stacking them like I always do, because I have so many in my head. Probably don't have to do this if you don't use as many, but because I'm crazy. All right. So now to finish those curls, pull whatever you feel like is left in the center. Take about, I didn't say this in the beginning, but probably like, what is that, an inch? And then I just kind of go down. And I don't mind that this is just my real hair, because I feel like, again, the ends aren't super blunt, so I don't mind it having a tiny bit of my own hair in there. I mean, of like not an extension part right there, because I don't feel like it looks obvious that it's my hair. I feel like it still blends. So I kind of like to start a little further down as I go back, because I like most of my curl like wave around the front. And this is just me. You can kind of adjust like however you like your curl. I just like it a little bit more curly around the, like the curl to be a little more around the front, and then kind of go down in the back. So like I'll start middle, more middle back here, if that makes sense. And then kind of do this. Okay, and I think that's, just pull some pieces too, like even pieces you've already curled, just to kind of blend that last bit of your own hair in with it. Kind of just pull it around and then just go back over it. You can kind of see where my hair is right here. That's my hair, and then that's the extension. So I'm just pulling that forward and kind of making sure it blends with the curl. So see, and then even that piece of my own hair, I can kind of tuck in, and you won't really see it. And then once that settles and cools, I'll go back in, and my cord's plugged in back here, so I'm having to like lean bit. That is so lame. Can I delete that out? Dang it, this is the hard part about not being able to edit, is like, you say or do anything awkward or cheesy or like super cheesy like that you'll cringe watching back, and then I can't delete it because I am not a savvy techie person, which totally sucks. Okay, so last few pieces. And I know this video has still been unnecessarily long because, again, just bear with me, or just fast forward or turn me off. You can always come back when I'm done, see? You get the idea. So again, I'm starting in the middle and trying to blend. And this piece got a little flat, so that's fine. No, it's not fine. I'm gonna go back. You can always go back in. Go a little higher with the curl if it's not matching. Not matching the other side. Who are you singing happy birthday to? Oh. Crazy kids. Alrighty. I'm just kind of not even going all the way down on that one. Pulling from the back, making sure it's even. I'm telling you, when you have this many extensions, it really is like, just make sure you give yourself plenty of time to do this. If you have kids, it might be a struggle. Or just do it for a special event or something. I rarely, this never happens. You can ask my husband, if he sees me doing this, he's like, why are you putting your extensions? Because it takes forever. Okay, so now I just kind of use my fingers, kind of go through it. You guys will kind of see, and I probably didn't do a ton in the back, but okay. So now you can take your fingers through it.
Hey, I'm making a mess on the floor.
And see what I don't like though, is I can see some of these pieces down here that are my hair. But so you can take a brush to it if you want to loosen out the curls, and I'll just do it just for the sake of doing it. Or you can kind of just leave it like this. You can leave it kind of like, separated PC, whatever. You can actually take a texturizing spray and go through and texturize. I don't love doing that with my extensions. I just don't love, the less amount of spray and stuff I use on them, the better, in my opinion, because otherwise you have to wash them more often, like, because then you have all that product in there and it's just like not the best. Also, I'll take my hairbrush and kind of pull up the back of my hair. This is all my hair too. Don't pull up your weaves. You can see my track right here, but I'm gonna pull this up and kind of just comb it back. You can even start lower. Go back, go down a little lower. Go as low as where your clip is and kind of tease it. And again, I would recommend using more of a comb when you're teasing, because paddle brush probably doesn't do the trick, but probably a little more difficult. Or you can comb out your curl. And when I'm combing all these out, I hold it like this, only because if you just rip, you run the risk of possibly pulling out your extensions. So just either gently do it or hold it and do it. And like I hold where the clips are attached. I tried to get better lighting today, but I don't think it's working. Okay, so anyways, and I'm gonna stand up and show you, but like I did my trick where I have sweatpants on. So I don't want to give away that but you guys can kind of see how when you brush it, it kind of gives it more of a like waviness, if that makes sense. And I always end up tucking behind my ear just because I feel like it kind of hides that. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this and learned something out of it. Hope I wasn't too boring. Try it.